House.com, and this is a 2019 Ride Agenda Snowboard. It's an all-in freestyle deck for beginner to intermediate level riders. It's basically the deck that most people within the ride line get into if they want to ride park. It's a twin board. The nose and the tail are the same shape, the same width, same height. If you ride it this way, it's going to feel the same way that you ride it when you ride it that way, and it does have a centered style stance. But there's been a really cool upgrade to the ride agenda for this year. It's called a hybrid twin rocker. It's a hybrid style profile shape. In between the insert packs, underneath, in between the feet, the board is going to have camber. Just a little bit of a rise, not too much of a high style rise. That camber section is going to be great while you're on an edge. It's going to be stable, and it gives you a good amount of pop directly behind that back foot when you want to start ollieing in park features. And then outside the insert packs to those raised contact points is going to be rocker. It's a gradual rocker, doesn't rock up too much, but it does make those catchy corners a little bit more catch-free. And then there's a standardized style nose and tail, of course. But overall, like when you're standing on the agenda, you look down, it's a good shape style snowboard. It has a feel and flex, just a little bit softer than average, of a 4, and a lot of really simple and great components to it. That's perfect for beginner to intermediate level riders. Now I say that, because you could be an advanced level rider on this, but it may not perform the same way that another board, like a step-up board from this would, of course, ride like. But if you're on a budget and you're an advanced level rider that wants a board that's going to press really well and have a good amount of pop, it's going to be in the agenda. The wood core is going to be a foundation. It's aspen wood core from tip to tail, basically rail to rail. It has a good amount of pop and a consistent style flex, and strong when it's being flexed too. And then there's a glass. There's a biax glass on top and a biax glass on bottom, which gives the board a very smooth and consistent feel. There's no additional laminates really to the board except for the single impact plates. They're impact plates, just another set of glass under each foot that give the board a little bit stronger areas where most boards start to crease out and break if you happen to land a little bit toe or nose or tail heavy. Those impact plates are actually really great. And then there's the slime walls. They're urethane style sidewalls that pretty much run the whole length of the edge. And those are there for durability and to absorb negative vibrations. But the urethane is great because it doesn't change its density when it gets cold. It doesn't get brittle or hard when it gets cold. It has the same style flex. So that's a really nice thing when you're kind of getting into a entry-level style board like the Agenda. It's going to feel the same way in -20 as it does in +30 degrees Fahrenheit. The base is die cut, and it's extruded too, so it's going to be really low maintenance, but it's going to stay fast throughout the season. And then there's that 360 wrap standard steel edge. But the cool part about the standard steel edge, instead of having a radial side cut or just kind of one-shaped circle, it actually has 3. It's called a quadratic side cut, which is kind of unique. There's a smaller side cut radius in between the feet for really quick cross undercarves, and then on the nose and on the tail there's 2 other side cut radiuses that are the exact same shape for those big sweeping cross over carves. And all 3 of those side cut radiuses are kind of set on one side cut. This is a rad deck. At the price point, you can't really find a better board like it. This is the Agenda for 2019 from Ride. You can see it at thehouse.com by selecting the link below, and leave a comment or question. Let us know what you think of this thing. I actually really like the graphic. It's planned. Make sure, see you guys around. Yeah, leave a comment. See you guys.